So what do you think when you hear the word autism? Do you think of somebody who's lower functioning? Somebody who is nonverbal? Verbal? Who can't take care of themselves? Completely dependent, needs constant care? For many of us, this is the first thing that comes to mind when we hear the word autistic. But the truth is that there is a large variety of different behaviors, an entire spectrum of different behaviors. So if you meet a person with autism, it in no way reflects on anyone else with autism. Because no two people with autism are the same. Everyone with the condition is different. And everyone who has it deals with it in different ways. Everyone has different coping mechanisms, and everyone with the disorder or the condition responds to it in different ways. Some people with autism, they do very well I cannot talk right today. They do very well in social situations. Social situations. And they can talk just fine and appear completely normal. Me, on the other hand, I struggle in social situations. And as you can tell by this video, I'm having trouble talking. But that's mostly just because I'm tired. As you can probably tell by the bags under my eyes. I also have insomnia, so I have trouble sleeping. But anyways, back to the point of this video. Many people also think of someone like Rain Man, who was a savant and could remember anything he read or saw. And he was actually based on a real person. I think his name was Kip. Kim Peek. That was his name, I'm sure. But he was a man with autism, and he was a savant, and he could remember everything he ever read in his entire life. And many people think that everyone with autism is a savant, and that's not true. Now, a savant is basically just someone who's naturally really good at something and who has a mental condition. Me, I'm not good at anything. You know, I don't have any special talents. I'm just a person with autism trying to live her life and trying to find ways to deal with it. That's it. But anyways, there are plenty of people with ASD who have made huge contributions to the world and to society. People like Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Temple Grandin, many people who have made amazing strides and who have accomplished so much and who have made huge differences in terms of changing the world and how we see things. But there's so many negative stereotypes about autism, and people with autism are all looked at the same, And even people who are lower functioning, I'm actually convinced that they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. When we see someone with lower functioning autism, we think of them as being trapped in their own minds and not understanding what's going on around them. However, I've watched videos of people with lower functioning autism, and I'm convinced that they understand a hell of a lot more than we could ever imagine. They're just unable to express it, and they're unable to communicate. So, but society doesn't understand that. If they see someone who's lower functioning, they think of them as just not being able to understand anything and not being able to process anything. And I don't think that's true. Which is another misconception about autism, is that people who have it are trapped in their own minds, and that's not true. But, I forgot what I was saying. That's embarrassing. Anyways, there are a lot of stereotypes about autism that are just not true. Yeah. Not everyone who has it acts the same way. No two people with autism are the same. And everyone who has it is different. You know, as I said before, many people with autism can appear completely normal. Me, I gave up on trying to seem normal. I don't even try to be. It's too much work. But yeah. There is a huge variety of it, and a huge spectrum of different behaviors, and as I said before, not everyone who has it is the same. You know, there are so many different behaviors and so many different criterias that that fall under the spectrum. Now, I'm not an expert, you know, I'm not, you know, a psychologist or a psychiatrist, you know. Maybe I will be someday, but not right now. You know, I'm just kind of going by my own personal theory and from personal experience, because and from self-educating, because I've been trying to educate myself a lot more on the subject and trying to understand it better, because I figure if I understand it better, I can understand myself better. Because if you all remember in my first video, I wasn't diagnosed until several months ago. So I'm trying to educate myself more on it to try and understand it better, so that I can learn to better deal with it. And it's just now I realized how many deceptive stereotypes and how many people see all people with ASD as being the same. Alright, but I gotta stop. My voice is getting croaky, and so I've been talking for too long. I'm sorry this video sucked. I figured I should upload something because I haven't uploaded in a while, and I really have no reason for that. But as soon as I come up with a good excuse, I will let you know. Yeah, thank you for watching.